Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to Hector, episode 2, Senseless Acts of Justice. Let's continue. We kind of are committing senseless acts of justice because we don't really know what we're doing when, I guess, technically investigating a crime, but just doing it in a weird way. I don't know what a foggle is, whether this is supposed to be a phone or a GPS by itself. Let's move the Doreen's. That was the next thing we unlocked.
Doreen's nail bar and army surplus. Beauty products and guns. I just sprained me brain thinking about it. And while we're at it, who are these clowns?
So, Drip for Dosh. It's a blood drive where you can sell your blood for money. Interesting. Let's start with this.
Oh, someone give that guy a Nutri-Bar.
Hot diggity, you're pale. Did you forget to remove your shirt before adding the bleach?
Hot diggity, you're pale. Did you forget to remove your shirt before adding the bleach?
Been sitting on this plastic chair all day, hooked up, waiting for my art to pump some blood into my arm to earn a bit of hard cash.
And I thought my day was crap.
Let's see. Let's just go with this one. Why not?
Have you ever considered ending it all?
No one ever thought of that.
It's an option. So, what brings you to the Drip for Dosh?
You would not believe how much the demand for door-to-door office supplies has plummeted.
I blame the internet. But then I blame the internet for just about everything.
Turn to selling my own rapidly diminishing blood. If I don't, my wife will be forced to shop at Lidl.
Look, I've already established you're a loser. There's no need to give me the backstory to prove it.
Let's ask this question again, I guess.
How's the door-to-door game these days?
Oh, are you interested in buying? I've still got loads of top-notch stock remaining. You look like a man who's into his arts and crafts. How about a nice craft pack for those rainy days alone?
Arts and what? I'm a man's man, you pansy arse.
It includes a nice set of coloured pipe cleaners, a pair of left-handed safety scissors, and some sequins.
Well, sounds like a dandy night in.
Let's go with this one. We're going back and forth in the conversation, which always is a little bit weird.
Like a nice guy.
But that's what I
Think you could
usually
help me out a
choose.
bit?
I know I'm gonna regret this, but how?
Just a pint or two, just to get me through to the end of the week.
Are we talking lager here?
Sorry, did you just hit me up for a blood loan?
Just enough to fill this bag, then I can stop at the chippy on the way home.
Your kids need a father more than they need chips.
They'll manage.
I don't give blood. I usually spill other people's if they start to get on my wick.
Go on, give me a drop. As a freebie, I'll throw in the office stationery. How'd you like a box of only 1 year out-of-date wall planners?
I'll pass.
Or I'll hit you up with a couple of packets of US letter printer paper.
Blasphemy. Good old British A4 is all I'll ever use. Same printer paper as the Queen of England herself. It's been real.
So we need to get him some blood, which we could probably take the blood bag.
I've given enough blood in a line of duty. I've never minded the sight of blood. Lambert, on the other hand, faints at a red crayon.
Let's go ahead and look at the vendor and look at the van and look at the sign.
My blood's worth a lot more to me inside my body. Drip for Dosh. Catchy. Seems a bit shifty. Wouldn't have expected that from someone in the blood trade. Excuse me, is it?
And so he won't even talk to me. Let's look at Doreen's.
I wonder if they sell nail guns.
Look at the night
Gun
drop
used in a
box.
crime? Drop it here. I wonder if they sell nail guns.
So let's go inside.
Oh, steel yourself. Who knows what's in there?
Then, shock horror, the Bags and Beyond sales assistant lifts the last Gigi Logie out of the window and sells it. No. I knew, I practically died right there. What did you do? Well, what any girl would, of course. I waited patiently for the cow to exit the shop, and I shot her in the fat leg. You didn't. I did her a favour. She would have been the queen of Ming with that handbag and her permatan. What did you use, the semi-auto? Yup, good old dependable semi. You're absolutely right. Very practical. I can tell you now, it'll come in super handy when sale season rolls round. Welcome to Doreen's Nail Bar and Army Surplus, Clappers Wreake's foremost destination for all your manicure and military needs.
Interesting. So we've got a little Taco Bell dog here. They don't do that commercial anymore, I suppose. Look at the customer, look at the sun lamp, look at the street. We'll start here.
An actual sun lamp. Why doesn't she just spray paint herself orange like everyone else?
Let's go ahead and see if we can take it.
Hey, don't mess up my fake bake. Got to look hot for my date later.
Look at the
The
customer.
opposite of scary female. It's full of nail clippings.
We'll take the bucket.
Ew, have to shake out the nail clippings somewhere along the way.
Look at the merkin.
Merkins, 30% off. What the X a merkin?
They're, for women.
What for?
They wear it someplace.
Someplace? Or like at the beach or something?
Yeah, that's right, fella. The beach.
So this actually doesn't make any sense because I'm pretty sure he mentioned a merkin in the first episode, so he should know what they are, and they're kind of a joke thing, really, not really used by most women at all.
Gift baskets of scented oils for loved ones. Gift baskets of live grenades for loathed ones. Pamper yourself with our soap bars infused with the scent of a freshly fired 12-gauge shotgun and jasmine.
Interesting. And then there's a shop plant. Look at the filing cabinet. And
Jojoba for your Kalashnikov.
we'll go
I
through
don't
the
know
full
which is which.
cycle here.
What the hell is bazooka bar?
Ask me later, tall, dark, and squishy.
Oh. Gift baskets of scented oils
There
for
we go.
loved ones.
We've gone in circles. They were looking for a bath bomb. Was what we were supposed to buy. And knitting. There's something back here. What is this? Knitting.
Come in handy if you were being hunted down by trained killers in the women's wear section of S&M.
Happens.
Come in handy if you were being hunted down by trained killers in the women's wear section of S&M.
Happens.
Wonder if S&M is a store in the UK. It probably is.
What's with the gun drop-off thing?
It's a cute little adoption program I run for abandoned guns. Nameless criminals pop the gun into the little drop box. I scrub all the blood, prints and DNA off with a steel loofah and jojoba moisturizers. Back on
Interesting.
display to be purchased by anyone with either an inkling to let off a few shells or a vendetta to hunt another man down.
You know, clearing up after criminals is technically perverting police work.
I'm no pervert, silly. Don't tell me Inspector Innocent has never once looked the other way.
Listen, if I got a pound for every time I look the other way... Actually, I guess I usually do. That is where the criminals drop guns to be cleaned. It's like recycling, only worse.
Alright. Look at the guns.
Buggeration puts the twat weapons stash to shame. They're not really my colour.
Alright. So let's look at Doreen.
Scary female alert.
And let's talk to her.
What sort of services do you offer here?
Our services include manicures, pedicures, oiling, barrel scouring, waxing, tanning, reloading, calibrating, head and hand massage, firing pin or hair replacement and therapy.
What sort of therapy?
Anything from aroma to post-traumatic stress.
Do you do gift vouchers?
We do. Available on request after a 3-day waiting period and full background check.
Do you have a license to sell weapons?
Of course I do. I'm legal. Barely.
I don't need any beauty treatment.
Let me see your hands.
I'm not comfortable with you touching me.
Oh, come on. Just one, then. Ooh, nasty. Your skin definitely needs a bit of rejuvenation. We offer an intensive therapy for dry, parched, powder-burned hands. An exfoliating sweet pomegranate hot oil treatment followed by a moisturizing warm towel massage. And a complimentary 23-round extension for your shotgun.
Interesting.
I don't need any guns either.
If you're unsure, we can make it easy for you. Take our What Firearm Suits Your Lifestyle questionnaire.
Okay.
Any specials today?
I recommend the Sniper's Combo. Pick one item of precision artillery, and we'll throw in a relaxing eye therapy session and a hand massage. Remember to breathe out as you squeeze the trigger.
Cool. Any other specials?
Any other specials?
Surveillance special. That's a pair of night vision goggles and an ear candling.
Any other specials?
The half pounder. Buy anything 50 caliber or above, and you'll receive a free head massage. Knock out the nasty pounding sensation, and you'll walk away with that warm all-over feeling of safety and relaxation.
Interesting.
Any other specials?
The improved TD series pistol is very handy. Unlike previous models, it's not like carrying a hairdryer in your pocket. Small and compact enough to fit in any handbag or man bag, yet the grip is secure for easy aim towards your victim.
What does TD stand for?
If you have to ask, it's not the right gun for you.
Any other specials?
Free trial of the self-mounted Hornigal 42.
Free trial? Yeah, why not?
That's not a gun, that's my nickname on AOL.
Oh god, I walked into that one. Any other specials?
I recommend the Sniper's Combo. Pick one item of precision.
Okay, we've already gone in
Remember
circles, so we don't need to do that. Let's click on this now.
I'm Detective Inspector Hector. I'm investigating a terrorist attack that occurred earlier today.
Are you now? Well, I don't mind telling you, I have a bit of a thing for the good guys. I'd love to find out what's really behind the badge.
Oh, bugger. Not one of these conversations.
Are you sort of person who can find innuendo in everything I say?
Are you the sort of person who can find innuendo in everything I say?
Well, you know the old expression.
I'm sure I don't.
Why stop at one entendre when you can make it a double, eh?
Would you mind examining an item I have
That
in my
was
possession?
easier than I thought it was going to be.
Look, I thought very hard about that last sentence to phrase it in a way that you couldn't possibly think I was flirting with you. If I'd said, would you mind running your hands over me weapon, it would have been a totally different story.
I don't know what you're on about.
I'll need to know if you've retained any record of who purchased this rifle.
Very bad shape. Yeah, I remember this one. Took me a while to get the shaft sprung correctly. I'm sure you don't have that problem, officer.
Oh. Do you know who last acquired it?
I might. Over there I have a filing cabinet with all the signed sales receipts from the past 30 days. But I operate on a strict privacy guarantee with all my customers.
Oh, just what I need. An honest criminal. Seriously, I need that information.
I can't just hand over my keys to any man who walks in off the street. I get repeat business because I'm faithful to my customers. I'm just a faithful kind of girl. Except when I'm not.
Oh, cripes.
I'm really liking the idea that she's flirting with him and it's driving him crazy. I guess this is the thing I should click on.
Doreen,
I like you, Hector. It's undeniable there's chemistry between us.
the only thing between us is a glass cabinet full of merkins and a sense of awkwardness.
You really want access to my private records? Let's just say I'm willing to be persuaded.
By records, you actually mean the physical ones with customer signatures on.
Oh, it'll be physical, all right. Geez, you never let up with your flirting, do you?
I can assure you that's the last thing I'm doing.
Are you asking me out?
Are you asking me out?
No, you're asking me out. I've got something you want, and you've got something I want.
What do I have, dare I ask, that you want?
I'd like to learn more about your interrogation techniques.
I'll bring me trunction.
Oh, now you're talking.
Isn't there a much less contrived way of gaining access to your files?
Isn't there a much less contrived way of gaining access to your files?
Afraid not. If you really want to impress me, why don't you take me out for a nice dinner?
Depends on what you mean by nice. I know a nice little kebab place down on...
Oh, detective. You don't impress a girl with a kebab.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but what if it's a particularly thick and meaty one?
Gonna have to do better than that.
Damn, I was sure that would occur.
Alright.
Just lingering, thanks.
It's weird he's pointing at her every time he talks. And I believe she took...
That is where the criminals drop guns to be cleaned. It's like recycling, only worse.
I believe she took the gun. And so I don't have that anymore.
Get me out of here! Great, now I smell like lavender.
So let's try the empty... Well, the empty bucket's empty.
Smells like jasmine with a hint of cordite.
Alright.
Time to shove off.
So we'll go ahead and use the bucket to the beef mart. And empty bucket with the slushy machine. And then
There's got to be something wrong with any meat product you can drink.
And then bucket of blood. Let's examine it.
I could really use a lid for this.
I guess I don't need this in the mincemeat.
Now you're just being stupid.
Yeah, I assume I don't need this.
Can't be asked.
So we can leave now and go back to Doreen's. There is something about these conversations though. They're getting a little too long and a little boring in places.
An idiot?
Blood to the blood donor.
Yo, Barry, here's a gallon for you. Knock yourself out.
Oh, thank you, sir. You're a true saint.
If only you knew.
So, what'll it be in exchange, chum? The sticky labels or the wall planner?
Hey? No, none of that. I want the shirt off your back, like you said.
The shirt? All right. Well, I didn't think you'd... oh, see, this is the lucky shirt my dead auntie brought me.
No, it really tugs on me heartstrings, but a deal's a deal. Shirt. He's got you there, Barry.
Well, you drive a hard bargain, friend. Here you go.
And so we've gone full circle here.
Something doesn't quite feel right. Oh, little neat, it'll do. He must have had a case of the sweats. Blech.
So
Let's hope whoever gets the transfusion doesn't develop hoof and mouth.
let's go and talk to this guy
He'll never make
again.
the journey back to his family and kids alive. It's sad, really. He'll never make...
Can't do anything there. So we stole pants in the first game. We stole a shirt in the second episode. I'm not sure which way we should go here. Should we go to Chez LaBouffe? Or should we go to Furry Furnace? Let's go to Chez LaBouffe first. Beef on demand. And a donation tin. Hey, this is the guy from the park.
So, what's this beef on demand then?
It's our new service. All you can eat beef delivered right to your door. Any cut, any sauce, anytime, anywhere.
Interesting. So was this the bad guy, really?
Sweet Enola Gay. Why did I not know about this? That might be the best business idea I've ever heard since those hard hats with beer cans attached.
That's right. Beef on demand. You order, we slaughter.
Nice slogan. Only rhymes in Britain, though.
That is gross.
I'd love to get paid to watch TV all day.
Let's talk to him.
Welcome to Shale Birthday Takeaways. Order number, please.
A 1, 2, 3, 4 with an extra 5. I didn't take orders. I give him a number 58005. That's my badge number, punk. And I order you to cooperate. So his badge number is boobs when turned upside down. We'll try this one.
1, 2, 3, 4 with extra 5.
You don't have an order, do you?
No. Can I ask you a few questions?
Whatever, boss.
Gross. Let's ask the most important question.
Do you recognise this sauce?
Butterfly? Or maybe a ballerina?
Butterfly? It's not a blimmin' Rorschach test, you jackanape. I was talking about the sauce.
Oh. Oh, that case, truth is, it actually looked like a man sodomizing a city bus.
What can you tell me about the man who ordered this sauce?
You for real?
It's very important, and may I remind you that by failing to answer correctly, you may be charged with...
Harboring a terrorist, aping embedded, a fugitive, perjury, public defecation. Let's go with this one.
Public defecation?
Oh, all right. Just don't tell my boss. There's no staff toilet on the premises. I was hoping it'd get lost in the smell of stewed beef.
Oh, I thought that was the stewed beef.
Technically, it was once.
So, can you confirm with absolute clarity that this sauce came from your restaurant?
Confirmed? Well, actually, not absolute clarity. Where did you find it?
In an abandoned building in the industrial estate, covering about 200 square feet of the interior.
Oh, fiddlesticks. He must be back at it.
Who is?
A delivery driver for beef on demand.
So, what is he back at exactly?
So what is your beef on demand driver back at exactly?
Same old tricks, same old pranks. You know, the usual.
Actually, I don't know. Enlighten me.
Can't grass or he could get done for assault.
You're about to get done with assault.
Seems I've said too much already.
Is this British beef I would be clogging my colon with?
Do you want the official response?
The truth would be a refreshing change.
It's actually South African zebu, but it was processed in Britain, so it can be classed as British beef.
What the chuff is a zebu? I'm not eating some poncho-wearing, moustache-sporting sorry excuse for a cow.
What have you got for someone with no cash or debit card? Good question.
What have you got for someone with no cash or debit card?
I've got a slightly snotty middle finger.
I'll pass.
No, really, free of charge.
So, would beef on demand deliver to the industrial estate?
Oh, sure. Is that where you found the stain? The industrial estate?
Wait a minute. I never said anything about the industrial estate. It's you. You're the terrorist.
What?
That always works on TV. One order of barbecue sauce to go, please.
You can't just order sauce.
So let's ask this question and see if we'll get anywhere with this.
Might I be able to speak to your delivery driver from Beef on Demand?
I am not at liberty to divulge that information.
Oh, look who got a law degree for their birthday.
The security of our drivers is of the utmost importance to Shayla Buffet.
Oh, really? But sending them out into Clappers Wreake with a truckload of meat with nothing to protect them from the horns of ravenous tramps that roam the streets is considered good company practice, is it?
It's just too much talking. Not really engaged with this conversations. And we're having two of them back to back. It's not really that great.
How do I get hold of this mobile meat machine?
Simple. You sign up for the service.
How much is the service?
Our executive beef on demand package has a £500 a month sign-up fee.
You what? I could purchase the cow for that.
You could, but you still wouldn't get the number of the driver.
Interesting. We may need to find £500 somewhere.
Come on, son. Let's not make this any more painful than it needs to be. Cough up the number. No pun intended.
Customers only.
What if I was to leave a nice, crisp £5 note on your desk?
Then I would take the note and put it in my pocket and tell you that the number is for customers only.
Listen, unless you want me to rearrange your snot-encrusted features all over your face into an even more grotesque arrangement than God saw fit to give me the delivery driver's number!
No cashy, no numbie. Now, are you going to order something or not?
Never mind. Not hungry.
That, I mean, not engaging and gross to have to listen to this guy coughing the whole time.
Keeps the room at the perfect temperature to promote rampant bacterial growth. Keeps the room at the perfect temperature. Well, look here. A Clappers Wreake Preservation Society donation tin. I gave that tosser 25 grand this morning to clean up this town, and here we are, 6 hours later, with no improvement. Should have paid off me gambling debts instead. At least then this town would be a better place for me. Hey, isn't there some show on now about conjoined octuplets?
Really? Those shows are so gross. What channel?
It's called 8 Heads 1 Arse or something. Keep flipping, you'll find it.
And what's in the donation tin?
Chump change from a chump's change jar.
Well, now we've got enough coins probably to make a phone call.
Chump change.
Let's see, let's look at the menu.
Well, if it comes off a cow in any shape or form, it's on here. Oh, rare steaks, just how I like them. Just cut off the horns and wipe its arse. Chez Le Buffet. Sometimes quantity is worth paying for.
Let's look at the restaurant host.
It looks like Parma ham wrapped round a breadstick.
Look at
Please
the podium.
wait to be disregarded.
Interesting. Let's talk to this guy.
Right, I'll need a table for 2.
Looking at sir, I am inclined to agree. What date would sir require?
How about the 12th of right now?
How about the 12th of right flipping now?
Oh, 11 pardons. Sir has a reservation with us today?
Of course, how dare you suggest otherwise?
Under what name, sir?
The mayor.
The mayor.
Afraid not, Honorable Mayor. Perhaps you booked the reservation under your real name instead of that of your title? And your name is Monsieur Mayor?
Well, I don't know.
As expected. Perhaps you may find a biker bar up the street more to your fancy. Good day.
So, Nicodemus.
Detective Inspector Hector.
Not on the list, sir. No, perhaps I didn't hear you correctly. It could be the inflection of your speech and the muffling effect of your many fine chins impede my understanding.
Nicodemus?
Nothing.
This isn't gonna work.
I actually don't have a reservation.
Obviously.
Excellent. My sense of intuition has not gone amiss. Please order substandard items wrapped in brown paper from the side of the room that is not where I am. Good day.
So, we can't just go into the restaurant.
Through these doors have walked some of the most pretentious pillocks in the world.
Only those with a reservation and some decent taste may cross the bids.
You're wearing a ribeye blazer, and you accuse me of bad taste?
Lucky for you, there is an establishment up the street with garlic mayo that matches your shirt. Good day.
So, we've got a dead fly, we've got coins, we have no new locations. We can probably get a little bit closer to Furry Furnace. But I definitely am also just having a little bit of a falling out with this game. It's two conversations back to back, which were both a little less than interesting and way longer than I feel like they should have been. And the conversations are pretty consistently here, just feeling like you need to exhaust the dialogue. Just click on everything. Hear every single line that they wrote and voice recorded, because that's where they put all their money and effort. Certainly wasn't in the animation, certainly wasn't in the game engine. And usually I'm okay with that in point and click adventure games, but here it's just not holding my attention and keeping me entertained. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. I hope that helps out. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.